Do you want to get into freelance writing, or are you a freelance writer but you just began and you're wondering how to grow? Or have you been in freelance writing for a long time, maybe several years or several months, but you're stuck and wondering how can you grow your business, your freelance writing business, make more money out of it, and just earn a consistent income and all that good stuff? If these are questions that are going through your mind, or this is the situation you are in, welcome to this video, because that's what I'm going to be sharing about today. Hi guys, it's me Catherine. I'm glad you joined me today. This is going to be the ultimate guide on how to get into freelance writing. So if you need this information and you know someone who needs this information, get them to come and watch this video today. If you're a returning subscriber, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining us once again. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, because I share a lot of good stuff on this channel concerning how to make money online, especially through freelance writing and affiliate marketing and many other ways of making money online. So I'll go straight to the point. I want this video to be short, and I want to give as much details as I can, so that if you are new to freelance writing, you can get starting right away. Okay, so these are the things I'm going to share about. I'm going to tell you what freelance writing is, just for the sake of those who are totally new to this. I'm going to share with you the different types of freelance writing there are, and I will give you strategies on how to start freelance writing, where to get clients, and then I'll highlight a course that you can take that will give you like full information, full support on beginning to work as a freelance writer, on starting your business as a freelance writer, and all that. So stay tuned. But because I know some people don't listen like all through, and this is a very important video, I'm going to share with you also two writing job opportunities that are open like almost always, like every other time these clients ask for writers. I'm going to share with you those two opportunities within the video. So stay tuned, listen all through. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is what is freelance writing. So freelance writing is a service-based business, in that you offer your service, which is writing, to clients. You write for them on their websites, if it's anywhere that you need to write, if it's a website, if there are blog posts, if you're writing a book, there are many places where you can write. So there are different types of freelance writing, and on this guide, I'm not going to talk about all of them. I'm not going to go in depth into all of them. I'm going to talk about the most common and the easiest to begin with, to start your freelance writing business. So there are different types of freelance writing in the industry. One of them, which is the most common, is content writing. And content writing is what includes writing blog posts or writing web content. So I want you to think about it like when you go onto a website, there's like normally something like an about page, or a page that explains what, maybe it's a website belonging to a company. So a page that explains what the company is about, what services they offer and all that. So that information, that is the web content. So if you're a writer and you're writing web content for websites, then that's what you'll be writing. If you're writing blog posts, those are the articles on websites, okay? So you will be writing, I'll explain how to get the clients, so don't worry about that, but you'll be writing those articles for them. Like maybe if it's a client that wants to, maybe it's a website that belongs to a financial company, and they want to write information on how to, save money and how to invest and all that, for them to attract people to their website. So those articles that they'll be writing in there, those are blog posts, okay? So you can be writing blog posts. So that's part of content writing. The other type of content writing is writing press release posts. So these are mostly for news companies. So it can be the major news companies, or just small ones, or someone who wants to just market themselves, and so they want to write a press release post on their website in order to show, like, to update people on what their company is putting up and all that stuff. Okay, so that's the first type of writing, content writing. Then another type of writing is ghostwriting, which is also known as book writing. So this is I believe this is simpler to understand because you basically write people's books. You help them write their books. So you can either write fictional books, so you're writing stories, or you can write any book. Maybe it can be actually a factual book, a non-fiction, yes, a non-fiction book. So you can write for someone that, and that's most of the time it's ghostwriting. Okay, so the other type of, that's the second type of content writing, of freelance writing. The other type of writing is feature writing. This is whereby you write posts for like newspapers and magazines. This can either be offline or online. Okay, so you can actually pitch magazines a story, and you suggest a story that you want to write for them, or a newspaper, and you write that article for them. So that's feature writing. So the other type of freelance writing is copywriting. I know this can be a bit confusing with content writing, but let me try and explain it just briefly. Copywriting is more of writing advertising content, like sales page for websites or companies or online shops and all that. So it's mostly about advertising, like using language that is, like will make customers want to buy something. So that's copywriting. I know some people interchange it with like content writing, or they just use any of them, content writing or copywriting. They use the words interchangeably, so it's okay, but just know that copywriting is more of advertising language. Another type of freelance writing is editing. I know editing seems like totally different, but it still falls under like freelance writing, because you still will be dealing with articles that have been written, and you're helping clients to edit their work or proofread their work. Okay. Another type of freelance writing that I suppose many people have heard about this more, which is academic writing. So I don't advocate for academic writing, but I'll just point it out here that's one way of, that's another type of freelance writing. Okay, so that's it. Those are the types of freelance writing. I'll give you a recap. The first type is content writing, which is the most common, which includes blog post writing, which is what I'm going to be talking about. Second is ghostwriting or book writing. Okay, you don't only ghostwrite for books, but let's just call it book writing. The third is feature writing, so where you write for magazines and newspapers. The fourth is copywriting. The fifth is editing. And lastly, academic writing, which I don't advocate for. Anyway, okay, the next thing I would like to mention is the names that are used for, freelance writers, the names that are used to refer to freelance writing or freelance writer. Let me just say freelance writers. So you will hear people saying, I'm an SEO writer, or a client saying they're looking for an SEO writer. Someone else will say, I'm a copywriter. Someone else will say, I'm a web content writer. Someone else will say, I'm a blog post writer or a blogger. So all these names, I know they mean different things, because especially depending on what service this person is actually offering, the exact service that they are offering. But as a beginner, when you come across these names, just it's better to look at exactly what the client requires. But most of the time, this will all be about freelance writing. So these are all names that can be used interchangeably to refer to freelance writers. Okay guys, so we've talked about like the definition of freelance writing, the types of freelance writing, types of freelance writing there are, and the names used for freelance writers. So this is I believe the most important part of this video, which is how to get into freelance writing. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few steps. I'm going to actually give you 6 steps. So the first thing that you need to do is choose a niche. And don't put too much pressure on yourself if you're a beginner and you're wondering what area you should actually write in. So how to decide on a niche is by thinking of the things that you enjoy doing. Maybe it's a hobby that you have, or maybe the profession you're in, if you're like employed and all that. Or maybe there's something that you've ever, like any area that you've ever worked in, like maybe you've been employed in a certain company, maybe in the beauty industry or something like that. So just think of an area that you've been in touch with. If not something that you enjoy doing, maybe it's something that you want to learn. So like maybe you want to learn digital marketing. I'm using that example because that's what I did. I started writing. I chose the digital marketing niche because it's something I really had, a big interest in. So I just thought, I self-taught myself, I did courses online to learn more about it and all that stuff. And then I decided that I'm going to specialize in writing in the digital marketing niche. But a disclaimer here, you don't have to stick to one niche like forever. If you take one niche but along the way you find that it's too complex, or you just don't enjoy it, or you think there's something else you'd like to write about, that's very, very okay. All right. So, but starting with one niche in mind is good just at the beginning, in order to even decide on the next step, which is researching on that niche. So if you've chosen one niche, then you can research on it. I'll use an example to better explain all these steps. So let's say I'm interested in finance. So I'll do some bit of research on finance, okay? And I'll go online and check on articles that have been written about finances, maybe investments, maybe savings, maybe loans, and all that stuff. So you do a small research about it. That is the second step, okay? The third step is writing samples. So I think many people find it a bit challenging to write samples because they have no idea what they will write on. They wonder, like, what will I write on? So this is one way you can do it. Just go on Google and search there, blog posts to write about finance. We're using the example of the financial niche, okay? So you can decide to maybe you'll find a post written about how to save money. So write one sample about how to save money, and then write another sample about how to get out of debt. You get my point? And when you're writing the sample, don't just write blindly, especially if you're a beginner and you don't know how the blog posts are written. Look at other articles written on the same topic online, okay? And use their structure to structure your article. So make sure you have correct subheadings and the information is actually correct, so you're doing your research online. But no plagiarism, which means don't copy paste what someone else has written online, okay? Or anywhere else. Don't copy paste. Write your own article, your own original content, all right? Okay, that is the third step. Write your samples. The fourth step is publishing your samples. And I'll tell you shortly why publishing is very important. But by publishing, I mean you put your article online. You publish it, you upload it somewhere online. The easiest places to begin publishing your samples are on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, just go to, if you don't have an account on LinkedIn, make sure you create an account on LinkedIn, then go to your homepage, and the space where you're supposed to write, like create a post, and underneath that box, there's a place written write articles. So when you click on that, you'll actually go to the page where you can publish your articles. It's totally like a blog, So you put your article there, add an image, and all that. So now the thing about publishing your samples is because when you're applying for jobs, it's better to send, when the client is asking for samples of your work, it's better to send samples that have been published online rather than sending documents like Word documents or Google documents, okay? So that's why you should publish your samples. You can either publish on LinkedIn, as I've said, you can publish on Medium, or you can publish on, like, you can do guest blogging where you publish on other people's websites. I'll talk more about that later, but you don't have to start with that. If you just want to get your samples out there quickly, post on LinkedIn or on Medium. Those are good examples, all right? Then the next thing that you should be doing is optimizing your social media profiles. Because if you're going to be getting clients, they may look for you on your social media platforms to see like anything you've talked about writing, or, okay, they may not necessarily do that, but if they do that and they see you talking about writing, it will actually be a plus. Although that may not be a determining factor of whether you'll be taken for the job or not, but it will be a plus, all right? The main thing to do is just, include, if you won't write so much about writing on your social media pages, just include on your profiles that you're a freelance writer, and that will be enough, okay? Just do that. That's as simple as that. And then the last thing in steps to getting into freelance writing is now looking for jobs. And this is where the rubber meets the road, okay? So your samples need to be very high quality, as high quality as you possibly can make them, you know. So when you're applying for jobs, the clients will see your samples and they will be impressed and they will take you up and give you, you know, writing gigs. The best places to look for freelance writing jobs are on job boards, okay? And the main job boards are Fiverr, Upwork, ProBlogger. Those are some of the examples of places where you can get writing jobs. So what you do is create an account on all of these platforms. For ProBlogger, you actually don't have to create an account. You just go in there and you start applying for the jobs that have been written or advertised on the page, okay? Another place to get writing jobs actually is on social media, on Facebook. That's one of the places you can get writing jobs. So join as many writers groups as you can. If you're in Kenya, there's remarkable freelance writers in Africa. There's awesome transcribers and writers in Kenya. There's a Newbie, Freelance Writers Hub. All these are Facebook groups that you can join. And once in a while, you will see someone posting a job ad and saying they're looking for writers. And that's how you get jobs, all right? So it's simple to get the jobs, but it's not necessarily easy. You have to make sure you follow instructions, make sure your samples are of high quality so that you can attract the high-paying clients. So as a recap, what are the steps that you need to take to get into freelance writing? 1, you need to choose a niche. 2, you need to do some research on that niche. 3, write samples on that niche. 4, publish the samples on platforms like LinkedIn and Medium. 5, optimize your social media profiles. And 6, start pitching for jobs. Okay, so it's the process is simple, as you can see, but it's not easy. I want to emphasize that freelance writing, guys, freelance writing is it's a whole business, okay? You have to put in the time. Just like any other business, you have to put in the time, you have to put in effort. And especially when it comes to writing, to looking for the jobs, like, you know, pitching clients and all that, you have to be determined and do it consistently. Don't just apply for 2 jobs and sit back and wonder, why am I not getting jobs? Apply for many. If you can apply for 10 jobs per day, if you can apply for 10 writing gigs per day, you can apply for 20 or even 50 per day. Just do it. But don't just go around applying for jobs without, you know, being keen. Make sure you follow the instructions that are there. If it's a job that has been advertised, make sure you follow the instructions that the client has set. If you're going to be pitching clients that have not advertised for jobs, but you're cold pitching, meaning you're sending them emails and requesting them that you may be the freelance writer for their websites and all that. If that's what you're going to be doing, make sure you do it correctly. So pitch like maybe five in a day, as much as you can. If you're doing this as a side hustle, then it means you may have a bit less time, but make sure you do it consistently. Okay, now on to I think one of the last things I'm going to be talking about, which is the course that you need to do before you get into freelance writing. So guys, I know you can actually start freelance writing like with the information I've given, and also with your own research online. It is totally fine, and you can do it. And if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it, but make sure you do as much research as possible into everything, all right? But the best way I would advise is to do a course, is to take a course, okay? Get trained, get a mentor to train you, to show you, you know, the ropes in this industry, because it's a whole industry of its own, okay? So you need to, get a mentor. And today I'm going to share with you the course that I recommend to everyone. If you've ever messaged me and asked me you want to get into freelance writing, you know this is the same course I always suggest that you should do. And that is the course offered by Freelancer Kenya, by Walter Akolo. You've probably heard about him. If you're new to freelance writing, you've probably not heard about him, but he's, let's just say, the Kenya's guru of freelance writing. So the Walter Akolo's course is very elaborate. You get to learn everything you need to start to launch your freelance writing business and grow it and scale it, you know. And let me just say this, I'm not saying this, I'm not talking about this course because I'm getting anything out of it. I'm not earning any commission from it. This is not an affiliate program that I'm in. No, I'm just sharing with you this like a writer to writer. I'm just helping you because this is actually a course that really helped me. It's the course that I took when I began freelance writing. And that's why I'm encouraging you to take this course. All right? And I'll put a link in the description box below for you to, follow up and take the course. But one of the main things that you will get is from this course is you will learn how to write quality content. Because yes, you have listened to this video. Yes, you will do your research online, but you need to know how to write quality content. And if you've not done this before, then how sure are you that what you're writing is of quality? So that's why it's good to have a mentor to hold your hand, to guide you, to show you that this is the right thing to do. These are things that you should avoid and all that. So this course will help you write quality content. And by quality content, which leads me to the second point, is that you will actually get opportunities to write and get your work edited and assessed by his team members. So he has a team working with him. Yeah, he has a team. Walter has a team working with him, and they normally help you and assess your work as you continue with the course. All right. Did I mention that this course takes 1 month? And in that one month period, you're actually going to get support, full support, professional support, expert support from the team. Okay, you can share your plans for freelance writing. You can share your dreams. You can share your struggles, your fears, and you will talk to this team of experts, and they will guide you. They'll give you answers. They'll answer your questions about freelance writing because you may not know everything. You may not know everything at the beginning, but also this course is good for not only beginners. It's also good for veterans. If you've been in the writing industry for some time, but you've never taken any course, or you've never taken any other course, because you don't have to just take one course and sit back and relax and feel like that's it, you don't need to take any other course. If you've never taken a course or you want to take another one, I would recommend Walter's course. I would highly recommend this course because it's good for both beginners and veterans. Why is it good for veterans? Because actually, Walter has been in the industry for around 11 years. Yeah, he's been in this industry for 11 years. So he knows all the ins and outs of this industry. And he keeps upgrading his course, okay? So if you're a veteran, trust me, there's a lot you can learn from that course. Something else you'll get from this course is, I mentioned about writing quality work. I forgot to mention that they have this platform. He has this platform called Penstars, where you will post your article, like the samples you've written, and they will assess it. They will literally assess it sentence by sentence and give you feedback, tell you where the mistakes are, and in the end, they will give you an idea of the quality of your work. And the good thing is that you will have continuous assessment. So it's not just once and then that's it. You will have continuous assessment, and in the end, you'll be able to produce high quality content. So that's a good thing about the course. All these things I have to mention are done online. The course is offered online. So you're actually, which is a good thing because you are flexible with your time. You can log in anytime, in the morning, in the evening, on any day, and read and learn and implement all the things that you're going to be taught on the course. And then a good thing about it being online is because you don't have to worry that some people are being taught face to face and maybe you miss out on anything. No, it's all online. Okay. And then the final thing about this course, I think I've spoken a lot about it, but I'm always excited mentioning this course to everyone because it's, chama cha jiuza. If you're in Kenya, you understand, which means if something is good, it just sells itself. So yeah, that's why I'm sharing with you this information. Okay, so the other thing, once you've paid for the course and you're taking it, you have lifetime access. So even along the way, if you forget something or you have some questions, you can go back to the course and see how to go about it. All right, and I've said it's 1 month. During that one month, you're actively being supported by the team of experts. But after that, let me give you a tip. After that, you can still contact Walter and his team. Although they may not answer immediately because you won't be an active student, but they can still guide you. They will still give you answers to your questions and all that good stuff. So the link to that course is in the description box below. And if you want to check out the curriculum before you start, yeah, check out the curriculum. I'm going to put the link in the description box below as well. Okay, so I know I've talked a lot, but I'm getting to the end, and I promise that I'm going to share with you 2 writing opportunities. And here is the first that I'm going to share with you. The first writing opportunity is for a company called We Write Blog Posts. Just type that on your Google search, We Write Blog Posts. Go to the bottom of the page, and there's a place written join our team. Just follow the instructions and apply. So if you're a beginner in freelance writing, this is one of the best ways to begin, because this agency normally looks for writers very, very often. You'll find them posting their job, the job ad on ProBlogger, on Upwork, so many times. So when you're ready, like you've done the course and everything, and you've gone through all the steps that I've talked about, just make sure you apply for, not make sure, but if you want one of the places to get a job, start there. And I'm going to give you 2 tips for how to get this job. First of all, they're going to give you like a trial article, like a short piece of content to write. Make sure you write it the best way you can, guys. If you're going to spend like 1 hour applying for this job, okay, 1 hour may be very long, but it's okay. If you're going to spend 1 hour applying for this job, I bet you should take like 3/4 of that time writing that trial article. Make sure it's top notch, all right? Make sure it's top notch. And then the second thing, just follow the instructions. If they're going to tell you write this in your application or do this, what, make sure you follow instructions to the letter. I cannot overemphasize this. It sounds like a very obvious thing, but trust me, the number of people who do not follow instructions when applying for jobs is outstanding. Okay. And yeah, so that's the first job opportunity that I'm going to share with you. The second one, just wait to the end. I have a few things remaining to tell you about. This is a question and answer section where I'm going to answer a few of the frequently asked questions about freelance writing. So the first question that many people ask is, how much can I earn as a freelance writer? And I think I've created a video that explains all that. It was very elaborate. So go to the description box below and watch that video. That's the first question that's commonly asked by people. How much do I earn as a freelance writer? Another question people often ask is, can I do freelance writing as a part-time hustle, as a part-time job? Maybe you're already employed and it's not that you want to quit your job or anything. You still want to maintain your job, your day job, or your regular job, but you also want to do freelance writing on the side, and maybe even grow it to become your full-time gig, your full-time job. And the answer to that is yes. You really can do freelance writing as a side hustle. But I want to caution you, whether you do this as a side hustle or a full-time job, you have to put in the time, you have to put in the effort. So don't just do bare minimum and then you're hoping to get, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So put in the time, okay? This is a business. You get out of it how much you put in, all right? So that's the second question that I hear many people asking. The third one is still about money. Okay. Many people ask, can I earn like 100K Kenya shillings, which is like $1,000 per month writing as a freelance writer? And the answer is yes, you can earn that, and you can earn even more than that, okay? I created a video, actually gave an example of a job opportunity very recently, last week, last week. I gave I gave out a job opportunity where you can actually earn minimum of $1,000 per month. So check in the description box below for that link to that video. Another question some people normally ask, like mostly when I'm approaching someone and I'm telling them, you should get into freelance writing as your side hustle, and someone is like, no, I'm not convinced, and even maybe after watching this video you're still not convinced, then I also made another video telling you why you should get into freelance writing like yesterday. So if you want to hear the benefits of being a freelance writer, and there are many, watch that video. The link is in the description box below. Alright, that's it, guys. That's all I had for you today. but I will not end without keeping my promise of telling you the second client that you should apply for, like the second job or writing opportunity that I wanted to share with you. They're called Copysmith. Just type that on your Google search, copysmith.com. And you're going to, get, just search on the page, like write for us. But for this client, they don't always have the opening to take up more writers. But this is the interesting thing about them. These guys, they know Walter, they know his course, they know the training he gives people. I think actually the founder or something like that is part of the Facebook group that Walter created. And so, if you do Walter's course, when you take Walter's course, let me just say when, because I hope you guys are going to go and take the course, and you write in your application that you've actually taken Walter's course, probably mention something about what you learned over there, and then follow any other instructions that they're going to give you about writing, about applying for the job. I'm not saying that they'll ask you if you've taken the course. No, they won't ask you. This is a tip I'm giving you. This is a secret. Don't tell anyone. Okay, it's a tip actually. If you write that you actually took Walter's course, it increases your chances of getting in, okay? But obviously, which is the second tip, you have to have quality work. So just do those things, do your work well, and follow instructions. Again, I repeat, follow instructions. So that's it, guys. That's all about how to get into freelance writing. I hope this was comprehensive enough. So if you want to get into freelance writing, I want you to comment below and say maybe the niche that you are interested in. Like, what niche would you want to write in? Even if it's not the one that you continue with all along, but what are you interested in? Write it in the comment section below. And for everyone who is going to write the niche that they're interested in, I'll take some time and look for a website that is currently hiring, okay? That is currently hiring in that niche so that you can apply for a job there. So I'll do my best. Even if I take some time, hopefully I won't take like more than a week or something. And if you're watching this video like much later, I'll keep coming coming back to this video and to the comment section below, and I'll check for everyone who has written the niche that they're interested in, and I'll give you like job opportunities. Right? So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you've learned something. I hope you've benefited. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. My aim was to make a guide that is going to like completely explain to someone who is totally new to freelance writing, okay? How to get into freelance writing. So if it's actually helped, if you think I've covered everything, like properly, if you've understood what I've been explaining, please comment down below and let me know, because I really do want to, help you guys out there. My family of subscribers, and for those who have not subscribed, remember to subscribe. So let me know in the comment section below, and remember to hit that thumbs up so that I can know if you enjoyed the content. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. See you on the next video, where we'll be talking about how to make money online through freelance writing, through affiliate marketing, and many other ways of making money online. Goodbye. God bless you.